What's up, guys? So I just watched The Creator, and this is the sci-fi movie that is dealing with humans and AI, and this is coming from the director of Rogue One, Gareth Edwards, which is the Star Wars movie. And I feel like with this film, I feel like I really enjoyed it. I thought this was a really good film. It was totally great and original with every shot, and even with a brilliant score and so much more as well. And so this will be my full non-spoiler review and reaction for The Creator, and going over the stuff that I liked and some parts I kind of felt underwhelming, and even with this potential that this movie has, especially being within the genre of sci-fi, dealing with humans and artificial intelligence, and so much more. And so if you're new here, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell so much on video videos like this. And so let's get to it. And now, just by going into this film, from the way that this movie looks, from the marketing and from the trailers, and highlighting the fact that it's the film dealing with humans and AI, and what AI is used for today in this world, and even with how this movie is told from that, especially with the story, and even with its main plot and its premise, I really feel like it was really fascinating and really intriguing to see on the big screen, especially with Gareth Edwards, the director of Rogue One, and which I love that Star Wars movie, and how he was able to adapt a story like the Creator, and even with the use of AI onto the big screen, especially as I saw this on a big IMAX screen. So it was visually stunning, and how this movie was told, as I said, it was really fascinating. With the premise of the film is that the world's in the race for humans and artificial intelligence, and this is basically what the story is, what AI is, and especially in today's world with the robots doing everything for humans, and the way they be designed, and so much more, and that kind of stuff. And even with a soldier named Joshua that has to hunt down this weapon, and that the AI is designed like sort of like a weapon that can end the war, and it's essentially mankind. And he goes on to hunt this weapon, and he finds out what this weapon is. It's actually a child that was actually designed by AI, and even with this robot's name is essentially is an alpha, and that even like with Joshua that wants to protect the child, and even prevent this weapon and with this child from being destroyed by by everyone, including for the soldiers that are trying to hunt down this weapon and more. Even from what I liked about it is I like its main story and its main plot, especially with the shots and something that looked visually stunning from like a certain standpoint, and even as I saw this on like a big IMAX screen that deserves to be seen on the big screen, but it definitely looked visually stunning. It looked so good. It felt like original sci-fi. It totally felt different, especially from other sci-fi movies, especially with I think District 9 or Rogue One. But even like coming from the director of the film, what he was able to adapt, I thought he did a really great job, and the shots look visually stunning, and even with the brilliant score from Hans Zimmer that did the Dark Knight trilogy, and the way that the score is played out for like the whole movie, it's gonna be visually so cool, and it's really awesome to see it in this film. And now, even with the performances, especially coming from John David Washington, who plays Joshua in the film, like I think the last movie that we see him in was Tenet with Robert Pattinson, which was a Christopher Nolan movie, and with the way that he was playing this soldier to try to hunt down this AI weapon, and I gotta say he plays a fantastic performance. I mean, he was really good in the film, and even with Madeline Yuna, who plays Alpha in the movie, the AI robot, I felt like she gave a really great performance, especially near towards like the end of the movie, and even with like the final minutes of the film, like she gave some really good performances and some really great dialogue as well, and even with the chemistry that these two have on screen, and even with Joshua trying to protect this robot from from being killed, and even with the world that is possibly in danger because possibly with the use of AI and what it can do in today's world. I mean, this movie is basically set in the future, but even like I just enjoyed everyone's performance, including with Gemma Chan, who's also in the movie. I enjoyed her as well, and I just liked everything about it. Even like from the story and from the opening minutes of the film, I definitely enjoyed it. Like, and even from like I was hooked from what this movie was going to be about. It's basically going to be about humans and artificial intelligence, and like, but even like from like some parts of the movie, it kind of get like a little bit underwhelming. But I definitely enjoyed it every minute of it. Like, I was hooked on it. I was definitely not bored. Like, this was like original sci-fi. Like, this is like a great entertaining film, and even with those shots, and even I think this is filmed like IMAX cameras, but I feel like I was really hooked from like the opening minutes of the movie, and even like from like the final minutes of the movie, especially with that like a last cinematic shot at the end, and it definitely looked beautiful to witness on the big screen, and even for what's next, even from with like original sci-fi, and even with the use of AI, it was definitely enjoyable, and I definitely had my time with this movie. Even with the action scenes that are in here, they were so cool, and even with the soldiers that are trying to hunt down this AI weapon and trying to destroy it, even with every action-packed scene, it felt like really good, and it's like really different and original, and I love the action that's in here, and with every single action scene that goes from like one scene to another, and even like, you know, this movie was like, I think like filmed in many different locations. I think it was explained by the director, but I feel like with all the set locations, it definitely felt really good, and the fact that this was like a low budget film, and I hope it wins big at the box office. Probably not, but I think it will generate a good buzz and possibly good box office potential as well. But I feel like the action scenes and with the set locations and the set pieces were definitely great to witness. And yeah, so with my final thoughts on the creator, I thought this was a really good sci-fi movie, from the action, the set pieces, and the brilliant score, and with the shots that looked visually stunning, especially coming from Gareth Edwards. I did Rogue One, and with everything that he adapted, I thought he did a great job at knocking this one out of the park. I hope this movie does well at the box office. I mean, like, it's like, I mean, go see this on the big screen, especially in IMAX. So you got all your friends and just have a good time at the movies. And I think this one is definitely the one to enjoy on the big screen. I think this is definitely a winner right here. And I think with every performance in this one was really good, and even coming from everyone, it has like a great cast and definitely great set pieces, and I just really enjoyed everything about it. So I highly recommend the creator. I definitely enjoyed it, and I hope everyone else does as well. And so that is going to be our first video, and let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Have you seen the creator, or are you excited for it? And give me a rating into 1 out of 10 if you've seen the movie. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe, and turn notification bell for future videos, and also follow my social, which are linked down below. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.